There was a religious leader named Paul who arrested Christians in Jerusalem. One day, he went to the head of the religious leaders to ask if he could arrest Christians in Damascus, and they agreed. On the way to Damascus, there was a bright light, and Paul fell to the ground. A voice called out, "Paul, Paul, why are you persecuting me?" And Paul asked, "Who are you?" The voice answered, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. I will send you into the city. Wait there, and I will tell you what to do." Paul was now blind, and those traveling with him helped him to go to the city. He could not eat or drink for 3 days. In Damascus, Jesus appeared to a man named Ananias who was a Christian. He told him, "There is a man named Paul who I am sending you to give his sight back and God's Spirit." He told him that Paul will be a messenger to the Jews and many others. That Paul has been shown he will also suffer as he follows Jesus. Ananias went and found Paul, and he told him that Jesus is giving him his sight back and is giving him God's Spirit. Paul received his sight back, he got baptized, and he ate. In Damascus, Paul went and shared the good news with the Christians, and he went and shared the news with the Jews as well. But the Jews originally remembered that Paul came to Damascus to arrest the Christians, and so they were amazed at the difference that he was now talking about Jesus. There were other Jews who planned to kill Paul. When the Christians found out, they helped Paul and sent him to Jerusalem. Paul went to Jerusalem and looked for the Christians, but the Christians were afraid. A man named Barnabas helped Paul to go to the disciples. When he met with the disciples, Paul told of how Jesus came to him and how he now talks about the good news. Whilst he was in Jerusalem, Paul stayed for a few days sharing the good news with the Christians and the Jews, and then he went back to his hometown. During that period of time, the Christians had a period of peace, and God's Spirit caused a growth in their faith and in their numbers.